It's been an exciting world of football in the past week. We saw crazy game between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid, 2-0 down, 4-2 up, 2-2 at the end of the day. We saw title challengers, Arsenal. Well, they did what they normally do, Netflix season, next season, and many conversations we'll be having on today's edition on Premium Sports on PBO TV. My name is Boluwati Tony Shola Omoni. Well, you are surprised to see my face. In the fight for racism, Kingsley has gone to do the work and the fight for racism to tell everybody Jose Mourinho is not guilty of racial slur. But I'm not in the studio alone. I'll be with CJ Chijioke Ezeale. But let's go on this quick break and we'll come back. We'll start with the news bit. Welcome back. It's still Premium Sport on PBO TV. My name still remains Boluwati Tony Shola. Wow, I think I like being on this side of the show. Maybe I will remain here for a bit. But before I bring in the elephant in the house, let me just run through two conversations we have in the news beat. International Boxing Federation and Boxing Now, they've confirmed that the fight between DR Congo's Martin Bakole, which sounds like a Bakole, and Nigerian superstar Ajagba has been scheduled for May in New York, that the fight would continue. However, the fight winner will no longer be in line to face the heavyweight champion Daniel Dubois. According to reports, the IBF changed its original plan after Bakole's second round brutal knockout defeat to New Zealand's Joseph Parker a few days ago. Well, I wish the fight didn't happen. Remember, Bakole was not meant to take on that challenge, but he had to a few days after Daniel Dubois got ill. Now, it's killed the chance for Ajagba to win a title. Who knows? Anything can happen in sport. Moving on to tennis. Former world number one Venus Williams has turned down a wild card for next month's Indian Wells tournament. Organizers had selected the 44-year-old as a wild card, and I said to myself, 44. Why are you still playing tennis? But she has turned down the offer. Venus Williams dropped to 974th in the world ranking and has not played a WTA tour level match since losing in the first round of Miami Open last March. That's 2024. This is where I bring in CJ. CJ, well, it's good I'm the one introducing you today.
Well, it's good one. It's good. Kingsley is not here to trouble us, so you can talk about Jessica all you want today.
I knew I was not going to mention Jessica first, and
so I hope you mentioned it.
But any talk on the two news we had, the boxing and
Bakole,
I think let's go more me Venus.
Mommy Venus, I will leave her because she has the legendary status. Yep. So I will leave her. But I was talking about Bakole, the brutal beating.
These guys are not ready.
After the second round,
I'm shocked IBF got into second round.
They didn't say, oh, you're not even prepared first, and the beating was too much. So the boy will just be like an easy ride. So,
but will you give it time before you call it himself and Ajagba? Remember,
Ajagba will still knock him out because
Ajagba is sparring with the likes of Anthony Joshua.
Yeah. Ajagba is like a very hard puncher. Yep.
He doesn't cover.
He denies him the opportunity of actually going for a world title fight. And well, there will be another time. He leaves to fight another time.
Speaking about that world title thing, do you think his team are maybe not doing enough? Remember, I signed for, I think the management.
You mean Ajagba?
Ajagba for Tyson Fury, but he doesn't get any real fight. As mean top level fight.
Well, maybe his management.
Or he's not good
picking
enough.
the wrong fights.
Yeah,
I'm picking the wrong fights, and he's not A-level money attractor, because these days is the money. Everybody wants the money. Everybody goes for the money. So if you bring the money to the table, that's why everybody wants to fight Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury.
You will make a
whole lot of money. And Joshua once said he wanted to become the first billionaire in boxing. Well, he's not going too well right now.
He has lost enough. Yeah. Can't happen. Well, the news beat. Let's take another short break. When we come back, we'll be discussing the Super Eagles just about 2 weeks before our games that will determine the future of Super Eagles for the World Cup. When we come back, it will be time for the Niger flavor. Welcome back. It's still your not so familiar face on this side of the show. I'm still Boluwati Tony Shola. It's time for Niger flavor. Chijioke Ezeale is still with me, CJ. Let's start from, in about 2 weeks, Super Eagles will be playing an all-important World Cup qualifiers.
Exactly.
If they drop points in any of those games, they will likely, it will still be possible mathematically, but they will likely not make it to the World Cup. And there are reports already that Iheanacho will be dropped from the squad. But the other flip side, the games by the way will be against Rwanda and Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
But now the reports are saying they will likely bring back Paul Onuachu, which I still have problems with, and Nathan Teller, which I don't have problems with. It's still reports. The list is not out there, but what's your take on this reports flying around?
Very, very interesting reports. For Kelechi Iheanacho, I'm not surprised because he has not played much for Sevilla before he moved to Middlesbrough.
No offense, it feels
Senior
like
man.
it feels like I'd rather have Jessica in my team than have Kelechi
Oh
Iheanacho right now.
jeez, I know you're going there already. But Kelechi has not been the best, or he hasn't been in the best of
He
forms.
couldn't cut it at Sevilla.
Yeah, in midweek, I think Middlesbrough had a very good game. They won away and he was on the bench. Carrick came out to say he loves his attitude and all. They also loving his ego and stuff like that. But we all know if you're not good enough, you don't play. But Kelechi is actually a very useful player when he's good. When on his day, he can be a very, very good player. But if the coach doesn't invite him for the Super Eagles game, Chel wants to win and he wants to show him that he's serious. I don't know about inviting Iheanacho. He will probably want to play 4-4-2. He wants somebody to pair
If he
with
plays,
Victor Osimhen
if he plays
up front.
1-1-8, you still don't know.
Maybe.
I like the Nathan Taylor conversation here.
Yeah.
As much as we can criticize, even myself, for Victor Boniface in Super Eagles, is literally still our second best striker after Victor Osimhen.
Yeah.
Victor. So I don't think Iheanacho is the man we need. Although I saw an interesting conversation in the week that if he gambles or not, if Nigeria fails to win, he'll be criticized. So why not just gamble with who you think will be the best?
Maybe Iheanacho is coming in to give area presence.
Different
Area presence.
style,
Maybe if things are not working, he comes
Load
in
the ball
and
in.
they load the ball in, and maybe he's thinking that way. That's why he's bringing him in, and he has been playing these days more for Southampton than he did previously. Nathan Taylor, whom you mentioned, he had a hip injury like 2 weeks ago. Just came back to training, and he's 24. He's ready to
We
play.
need the energy and
willing to
hunger.
run and play. And there's hunger. And right now, Chukwueze is not. I'm not sure he will even get an invite.
Why do you think?
So
I said even last week that I'd rather have
anybody play
probably
on the right
Musa
side
won't be as worse as what we've seen.
for the Eagles. I don't know what's wrong with Chukwueze. He's one player I expected
The talent
so much
is there,
from.
the skill is
So
there.
much. I expected so much from Chukwueze. Hopefully you get to prove some of us wrong as he gets to his peak.
They proving us wrong means good for Nigeria.
Exactly. That's it. Because most of the time people say, why do you guys always talk down on our players? We don't just criticize them. We want them
Why
to do
are we not
better.
talking down about Mademola Lukman? When you are doing the job, we will hail you. And that's what some persons get wrong, that when you criticize, it means you don't like. No. When I criticize you, it means I want you to do better. Like we said about Eric Chell, I don't think he's the man for the job, but if Eric Chell does a good job, I'll be the first person to hail you.
You praise him.
Simple.
And like you rightly mentioned, one draw, one defeat, we are out of the race. It's a dangerous
Especially
move.
if South Africa win one of their games.
It's a dangerous move for us. I don't know. The NFF hopefully works out for them.
I know you're not the manager, but if you are setting up your team now, at least first 11, not the squad, who do you think will go? We don't even know if Nwabali will be available for the game, but if you are setting up your first 11,
I think he would. He has come back
he's
very strong.
back.
Yeah.
so
He has
name
played
your,
well for Chipa.
name your first 11 for
I
Aribo.
think Nwabali will be in goal. For the
It doesn't have to, even for players that has never been involved, but you think will get the call. Just
yeah,
set him.
I think I know we'll still play
He's literally
right.
our best.
I still play right. Onyedika, I think he should come into midfield alongside Ndidi. Alongside Ndidi. For the centre back pairing, there's too many headaches, but I don't think anybody would displace the captain right now. Trustekon. Playing alongside Semi Ajayi is back.
Yeah.
So if Semi Ajayi is back, then I'll be comfortable playing because they play
Oh, you
together
don't want Calvin Bassey
in the AFCON. Calvin Bassey should play. I don't
as
know.
a left back, not
Yeah,
left centre.
3 at the back. He plays the left back, the
From
left
back
side of the centre back, because at left back role he is not very
He's
strong.
limited.
Yeah, he's not very strong. So if they play 3 at the back and he plays, but I'm not sure Chel plays 3 at the back, because we've heard that he likes the 4-4-2 formation. That's why he's looking for a partner for Victor Osimhen to play up front. So I don't know how that will work, but for me, I prefer 3 at the back. Maybe move Aino to the left side. Play Samuel, the Fenerbahce boy, on the right hand side. I don't know if you get an invite also. There's no home base.
Would you mind
There's no home base
Tosin
boy
in the
making
squad
it.
if you get to?
Tosin.
Adarabioyo.
Adarabioyo.
Although I think
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure he has switched
if
nationality.
Shemi
already.
Ajayi, no, there were reports that he said he wants to.
He
play
wants,
for
but
them.
I'm not sure
But I think
he
if
has
Shemi
to-
Ajayi
he has
is
to
fit
confirm.
enough, is the best option.
Then Wobby plays as the number 10 for me all day. Then
Dele Bashiru.
on the bench.
Actually,
Okay. If
we are
no,
doing front
because
two.
I'm doing
Just play Lookman and
We are playing away.
Osimhen up front. That's all.
if they're
Osimhen
doing
is
front two,
built. Is
that's
good
if they
aerially
play-
as well.
That's if we are willing to play 3-5-2. Then Osimhen and Lookman can play up front together. But if they play 4-4-2, I don't know who will play from the wing that will be better than Lookman playing from one side. If we had Nathan Waneri now, I'll comfortably say we'll play at the right side of our midfield, and I'll be very okay with that. But maybe Nathan Teller can come at the right side ahead of Chukwueze. Chukwueze come maybe later in the second half to see what he can do. So probably that's about it. Then we'll see me up top.
Eric Chell, I know you are watching Premium Sport on PBO TV. Siji has given you advice about one or two things to do. He has stylishly told you the no-cap players you can also invite. The truth is we have to. Yankee World Cup. Because I know there's Canada, there's Mexico, but it's 70% USA. So hopefully, let's see what happens. The game is in about 2 weeks. After then, we'll know whether we should keep hoping or we should start bringing our calculators and praying. Although I know we've flogged this conversation on the Ademola Lookman thing, but the co-president of Atalanta, Stephen Peglica, has also supported Ademola Lookman, saying the manager Gasperini made a mistake with what he said. I think this one is a message to some of us that I've been talking about. Players don't like criticism. That there's a difference between criticism and disrespect, and I think it was a combination of both Gasperini used. And still, there's a conversation in Serie A. Serie A side Napoli, they are desperate to resolve the transfer saga with Osimhen. It feels now that it's more like a win-win for Osimhen.
Exactly.
A transfer is sure. Where it's going is not sure, but a transfer is definitely going to happen.
He knows he's getting a big move. He knows about 75 million.
There are reports
euros.
linking him to United.
At this point, I
not
don't
as a
mind.
United fan, as a Nigerian, do you want Osimhen at United?
At this point, I don't mind. Igalo already played for United. If Igalo can play for United, Osimhen will do
Osimhen.
better. Osimhen will do better.
Anything you do, flee every appearance of evil.
See, Osimhen.
United, nah, the evil. Arsenal, I don't mind. Chelsea, okay, better than Jackson, obviously. Even Liverpool don't have a striker now. Dan Nunes misses. But you see, Man United.
Well, his camp will be listening now to you.
Yeah, I'm telling you now.
And
Avoid
where will he get the biggest salary out of all the clubs you mentioned now?
He couldn't go to Saudi. He didn't go to Saudi.
United.
He didn't go to Saudi because of
Man
money.
United. So
Money is not his problem.
come to United. Come to United. Help United.
To go and fight
United
relegation.
helps you.
To fight
By
relegation.
next season, United will survive relegation.
You said the same thing last
By
season. You said this
by
season.
next season, United will be fine.
Okay, by next
Osimhen-
season, okay, you'll be 18th, 19th.
If you can't get Bucharest, then Osimhen will be
No, go and
perfect.
get your courage. That's
Osimhen will be perfect for United.
Osimhen, please, we need you in Champions League. So join any of the other top clubs in England. Avoid Old Trafford. Sorry. Avoid Old Trafford. Well, that before we leave Nigeria, let's just tell you about the NPFL fixtures on selected games. We saw the league leaders drop points in midweek, but others couldn't usurp them because even Shooting Stars did not win that game. It means as of now, they're still 9 points ahead of whoever is in second and the likes in the NPFL. But there are some selected games. The Rangers will be traveling to Kano Pillars to take on Kano Pillars. El Kanemi Warriors will play the bottom of the table, Lobby Stars. Niger Tornadoes will welcome Enyimba. Abia Warriors will be at home against Nassau United. And shooting after playing a 2-2 draw in the last home game. This time around, they'll be playing against Rivers United. Let's see if they can continue their slogan of the slaughterhouse or they play a back-to-back game without picking up a win. That's it on Niger Flavor. Let's go on another quick break. When we come back, it will be time for Eurofocus. Welcome back. It's still Premium Sport on PBO TV, and it's time for Eurofocus. And should I tell Arsenal to still keep dreaming? Because although Arteta stood them over my dead body, will I give up on the title chase? We heard this when it was 3 points. We heard this when it was 7. We heard it at 9. We heard it at 10 or 11. Now it's 13 points behind Liverpool with about, I think, 13 Premier League games to go. Liverpool in the midweek, about 13 points gap between themselves and Arsenal. After, they got a narrow win, but win. And Arsenal dropped points at the City Ground against Nottingham Forest. But 10-man Manchester United, there's only one United. They did well to win 3-2 against struggling Ipswich Town. And this weekend, don't worry, there are no Premier League games. There will be a rest Arsenal have good rest this weekend because Arsenal will be playing their own FA Cup game against Jessica FC.
They will be at home. They'll be resting,
home,
and they'll be knocked out gracefully. Kingsley is not here for me to rub it in. Anyway, I hope Kingsley is fine.
I'm sure he'll be watching.
He'll be watching. He'll be watching.
In his fight for racism,
he'll be in pains and he'll be wrapped up in.
Although Kingsley is not expecting much of. He's one of those I even want Arteta out.
Exactly, but
though the man he wants is even struggling the more at old Trashford. No, sorry.
Amorim. He loves Amorim. He loves Amorim. But it was a good one in midweek for Manchester United. They went down to 10 men.
That was a terrible tackle from Dogu though. That was
new signing. He mistimed his challenge. It wasn't anything malicious.
It was still a terrible tackle.
Yeah, but it was mistimed. And in fairness, he's still a young lad. He will learn from this. He's still 20.
He was literally culpable for the 2 goals.
Exactly.
Although I blame Onana
came out. But he didn't need to come out for that ball.
Both of them, why I blame both of them, Onana was sick. What were you coming out to do? Because Dogu was literally in control of that.
The situation, it was
for the defender. Did you see your goal? I mean, Onana's green is the same thing as the field green. Because you could see Onana in front of you.
It was crazy. I wasn't watching at that point.
Someone sent me a message.
Someone caught my attention to it. I'm
then
like,
I went to check.
What just happened? I literally screamed when I saw it. I'm like, wow.
At least
what a mistake.
Well
and he went, he went, collected the red card, but the team, again, defenders bailed us out. Delete scored.
Maguire scored. Maguire scored
Maguire
for United this season.
Yeah, he's doing well. He's doing the captain's job without wearing the armband.
But we thought that was crazy enough. That was not where the madness was. The madness was in Catalonia. I think 7 minutes or there about Barcelona were 2-0 down at home in the first leg semi-final of the King's Cup, the Copa del Rey. Then boom, they went 4-2 up.
Then
Atleti ended up drawing that game. I called a draw before that game, but not 4-4.
I didn't even call a draw.
Not 4-4.
I was expecting a low-scoring game because it's Atletico. It was madness. When I saw 2-0, I'd be like, oh, Atletico will win this one. They will just lock me.
Just leave it there.
And it was 4-2. At the point, I was like, what's going on? What's happening? And where were we? 4-4.
Nah.
Barca needs so much experience. Like, yes, you can have all the old players, and they have Lewandowski, yes, but in the middle, they need to control things a little bit more. They are giving up chances, space, and this is their highlight thing.
They continue. I can't wait to watch the second Clasico.
I think we'll get to that.
Because
both
over
teams,
200 offsides for opponents.
Yeah, and I'm happy for Hendrick scoring. He has not played for a while. We call him jokingly the chubby Pele.
If the boy calms down, I think he will be a good player. If he calms down,
he's a very good player.
He's talented.
I remember an interview of Andres Pereira, that plays for Fulham now, formerly United. He was saying one of the talents he has seen up close and personal play, and he was like blown away. Is actually Hendrick.
Because that boy plays like Hulk. He's strong.
Hendrick is
strong. The boy is strong.
And he's intelligent.
Some
of the things he says, even without you seeing him
play, like a man.
You're like, this guy is a man. He's a grown-up guy. And he played very mature. There's a particular shot he played in that particular game.
You want to hit the woodwork.
And the way the thing sounded from the team,
this not a boy shot.
No, this guy is a man. But he would definitely come up.
And I like that when he gets a chance, almost every game he starts, at least you will know the impact that this boy is good enough. The game ended 1-0 and his goal was the only thing Real Madrid needed away at their Noita against Real Sociedad for the first leg.
But do you think, let me ask you, do you think there will be a surprise in the Barca game? Because Atletico might not just give that one up easily.
I don't think they're giving up. The fact that they're playing the second leg at home, it means they know what to do.
Exactly.
And I know Spain still use this head-to-head. So they can decide if they score first in that second leg, the worst Barcelona or the best Barcelona could get will be a draw. But it leaves the tie open. I'm just putting Atletico. They played Barcelona in the midweek. They are playing Real Madrid twice in the Champions League. They play Barcelona again in the second leg. And there's still second leg of La Liga. Come on.
But if any team can pull it off,
it will be tiring for them. We, the fans,
we enjoy it. And the neutrals too, we enjoy it more.
Yep. Yeah. And that's the beauty of the game. There are FA Cup games this weekend. Man City will take on Plymouth Argyle. I tell people this. Plymouth Argyle offended somebody. How do you go from playing Liverpool to playing Man City in the
They cost an offset against Liverpool now, so let them do it again. And the magic of the FA Cup.
We also have all Premier League affairs. Nottingham Forest will play Ipswich Town, and Bournemouth would be at home against the Wolverhampton Wanderers. There are loads of games this weekend as well. But in the Serie A top of the table clash, that's the game.
Massive.
Napoli will take, and in La Liga now there's just 1 point separating top 3 teams. We may have the same thing in the Serie A this weekend. If they play a draw, and Atalanta win.
Another will win. They
I don't
would,
trust
they
Atalanta.
would win
Although
against
it feels like they're
Venezia.
back.
They play
It feels like
Venezia.
they're
They
back.
would win because they defeated Empoli 5-0 the previous week. That was the
To send
match.
a message.
That was the match. Lukman sent a message to the coach like, "I'm here.
Bros, I'm still the
Respect
best."
me." So they would win and they would be in the title race definitely, and you make it the 3 horse race. And for me, the most equipped team in Serie A to win is actually Inter. Yes, they have the strongest.
Or they
team.
should have beat up even long before, if not for the loss against Juventus. At the Allianz Stadium.
Exactly. So it's going to be very exciting. And remember, Napoli lost against Como, the Fabregas team. Surprise. But I called it actually because I knew there was something special about that Como team, and they like playing against big teams.
And Lukaku disappeared.
No, he was not scoring. And at the beginning of the season, remember they said it's better than
No, who
Osimhen.
cares about Osimhen?
Now they are feeling it right now.
I can't even remember Lukaku again for Napoli. Another key game in this area is at San Siro between AC Milan, struggling AC Milan, and Lazio who love to score.
There's pressure. There's pressure for the
In
coach.
fact, just go for that game. That's the best.
Exactly.
That match.
The coach, Sergio Conceição,
Yeah.
huge pressure. They actually called him for a meeting last time. They are like,
Yeah,
guy,
yeah,
what
days
are
are
you
numbered.
doing?
What's going
Days
on?
are numbered. So I don't know. I don't even see him winning that particular game.
I don't think so. Like I said, Lazio are a good scoring side.
Yeah.
They may still end up winning, but it's going to be tough. It's not going to be a walk in the park for them. But let's see how they would react. Like sometimes when your manager is under pressure, is when some players step up. And in the Bundesliga, at the pick of the bunch has to be Frankfurt against Bayer Leverkusen. We'll also get to tell you what we think would be the outcome of these games. But let's take a chill pill now. Let's go on another break, and when we come back, we'll enter the hot gist. Welcome back. We are hitting the home stretch step by step, and it's time for hot gist. And there's no better way to start than the war item, the disrespectful comment from Liverpool legend Jamie Carragher, who said the AFCON is not a major tournament. Some persons have tried to sugarcoat what he meant was he said it because Michael Richards and Danny Story were trying to tell him that bro, it's a major tournament fact. If I say that, and if he was trying to tell us that winning the AFCON doesn't give you edge in winning the Ballon d'Or. Lovely, I understand that. Winning the Turkish League won't give you edge over anyone who wins. Turkish League is fine. Winning the French League or even Serie A doesn't give you edge for Ballon d'Or over La Liga and Serie A winners. Yes, but would that now mean Serie A is not a major league? And that's a statement. And former Super Eagles captain and the AFCON winner who won the Africa Cup of Nations 2013, Mikel Obi, has strongly criticized Jamie Carragher's comments about the AFCON, calling it disrespectful and wrong to term it not a major competition. CJ, who do you agree with, Mikel
I
or
agree
Jamie
with
Carragher?
Mikel. I agree with Mikel 100%. Now I'm going to be very serious with this because it's disrespectful for a player that hasn't won a major tournament to come out and say that, okay, maybe he's won the Champions League.
That's the only major he won.
That's major
because he
tournament.
won
But
Carabao Cup,
for the national,
which is not major.
For the national team, for you to you're shitting on the
That's
whole
the
continent.
biggest continental title.
Yeah, you're shitting on the whole continent and you're disrespecting everybody. And if you say the AFCON is not a money spinner like the Euros, we understand.
If you say it doesn't make
If
you
you
win
say,
Ballon
yeah,
d'Or,
if you say
we know ourselves.
you have more views watching the Euros and the World Cup over the AFCON, you're fine. But the essence of what the competition means, I think that's what he's forgetting. The essence of what the competition means is that it is peculiar to people. Like Mikel said, it inspires kids that wants to play football and want to
Even if
see.
it doesn't
They want to see
that's the biggest
their
competition. on the
icons
continent.
play, and I want to be like these people. But now this is Africa's biggest. That is like
Euros
a
is
walk of
bigger than
Africa.
AFCON based on views, money, and everything. Based on levels, it's the same thing.
Because we have
Because you play
this same
Confederations
set
Cup.
of players play the
same
same
way.
competitions you're saying are world class competition.
Exactly.
And some of them are more important. Like Salah for now is the most important player for Liverpool, and he plays in the AFCON.
AFCON.
So you can't say because he's not winning the AFCON, he
He's not
can't
winning
win the
the
Ballon d'Or. By the way, Egypt has won the most
AFCON titles, yeah.
and he plays for Egypt. So I don't know why, but if you watch his interview, the way he rolled his eye when Sturridge and Richards were trying, they were trying to tell him, and he rolled his eyes. And
For
was
those
like,
that were
"What's
trying
this
to
guy saying?"
explain what he meant, go and check his tweet on X. You'll understand that he meant what he was saying. He kept on defending and defending. Now, Carragher, look me, but I know you still look for this video. You messed up with that statement. The Euros and the AFCON are the same continental titles. The same way Premier League, the same way the Turkish League or Belgian League or whatever are the major league titles for any country. So do not disrespect our own
And
titles.
in case he doesn't know too, the Premier League is the biggest in the world, yes, but it's not as hard as the NPFL, Nigerian Professional Football League.
And the Premier League and NPFL, they're
take
both
it
the
to the
major
bank.
league titles.
Yes.
Argue with your keeper, though.
Exactly.
If I say what's in my mind, Carragher, you will come to Nigeria, come and meet him. But that's one huge conversation.
Yeah.
So another crazy conversation, which involves Kingsley. Violence. The Galatasaray of Fenerbahce derby that happened, I think it was on Monday. They had to get a foreign referee to take charge of that game. And it's for one reason. These two clubs are always going. Both of them should not be in Turkey. They should be in South America. Then Galatasaray felt they should have got a penalty, which the ref nah, it's not a penalty. Then the whole bench started jumping up. No, this
Man, the way the coach was even jumping was disgraceful.
so it finished on the field of play. Then they asked Mourinho about it. Then Mourinho came up and they were trying to cajole the referee. All of them were just jumping like monkeys, trying to win the referee. The interview went. Then nothing happened until Galatasaray released the statement that it was a criminal offense, it was racial and everything. And we were like, what's going on? What's racial about? And I said to myself, do monkeys jump? Yes, they do. Was the bench jumping? Yes, they were jumping up. So they were jumping like monkeys.
But the
Then
question,
Fenerbahce also released a
but
statement.
that question when you asked, adjoined to that one, is, was he calling them monkeys?
Exactly.
No.
He was literally making an analogy. I think Galatasaray were trying to make a meal out of nothing.
And I like Didier Drogba that came out and said,
Yep. Loads of players have come out.
I've worked with this guy.
I don't think
know
there's
this guy.
any manager that
He
worked,
doesn't-
top manager that
Yeah.
has worked with more black players than Mourinho.
Exactly. He worked with he took black players literally. I know there have been black players at Real Madrid, like, it's rare. But he took
He
black
brought
players.
Essien, brought Adebayo, brought
Lasana, Diarra. He brought black players to Real
So
Madrid.
please rest.
Please rest. Galatasaray, please
I
rest.
forgot. He brought in Rafa Barre, one of Madrid's best defenders.
So
man.
he loves.
I love
black
Fenerbahce
players.
supporter.
And remember what he said one time. He said if black players could play for their original African countries,
would have won
Africa
the
would have
World
won the World
Cup,
Cup. He loves everybody. He's not somebody that you would make those accusations against and it will stand. I don't think maybe Galatasaray were just.
I like that Fenerbahce came out immediately, but the man that got himself involved was Victor Osimhen again, who liked the post for say, you.
But let's just say Osimhen didn't say anything. He just like post. Let's say maybe he didn't understand what he was saying.
I'm sure
at
he
that
did.
point.
The thing
Maybe-
is, if
maybe
he
he
still
understand.
doesn't say it, he may have been pressured by the club as well.
We'll
And
cut it to
have
start,
to
because I
support
know
him
personally
more.
Osimhen likes Jose. He likes Jose Mourinho.
For those
So-
that are not Jose Mourinho fans, it's not that they don't like it. They just
Exactly.
probably don't. You have to like Jose Mourinho.
He's charismatic, he's charming, he's friendly.
The
He's
media
a friend.
loves him.
Yeah, and his man management skills is just top notch. For Essien literally calls him daddy. Essien, a black player, former Ghanaian captain, played so many games for Chelsea. He took him to.
Played for him on the Chelsea.
And I remember what
Chelsea,
he
played for him
did.
at
What
Real
he
Madrid.
did for Drogba before he came to Chelsea. He went to Ibrahimovic and told him, "I want Drogba." He said he's not as high profile as the strikers we want. He said, "I want Drogba. If you don't get me Drogba, I won't coach." And they had to get him Drogba. And when Drogba wasn't scoring at the start of his career, they was like, "Okay, this is the person you wanted." He said, "Leave
Calm
him."
down.
And Drogba delivered. Mourinho is just a wonderful personality, a wonderful coach, and somebody that believes in players. So for a team to come, I just believe maybe they were not happy that they didn't win.
They
the
didn't
game,
win, yeah,
because it was
that's
at
the
home,
thing, yep.
and it was a very, very crucial game for
If
them.
it was a Turkish ref, that would have been a penalty.
If it's a
Straight
Turkish ref. And it's just crazy. Mourinho would have been sent off again. So it's just crazy. So Galatasaray just simmer down. Mourinho is never a racist. He made a reference. Yes, maybe he shouldn't have used monkey, but it was just a
It
reference.
was an obvious analogy, but he just wanted to make a meal out of nothing. Well, Galatasaray, Man City. Wow, I think Kingsley shouldn't come to the studio again because it feels like me and City are just agreeing on everything.
No, I reckon Kingsley comes to start fighting again.
Well, that's it on Hot Gist. Let's just give you what we think, myself and CJ, for our premium bankers. You're definitely going to see it on graphics in the next few seconds. CJ's got his, I've got mine. Then we'll come back to end the show. Well, that's the much we can take on today's edition of Premium Sports on PBO TV. Thank you for always checking up on us, for always tuning. For those that are always recording the shows and sending it to me, thank you. Record and send today again. And thank you to Kingsley, where he is. I know he's also, he should be monitoring right now. Thank you, obviously, to CG who put his insight, his input, his prediction for this weekend. Hopefully, we get to smile to the band. But my advice is, please do not bet with what is beyond you. Put your money on what you think you can afford to part with. And of course, thank you to the production crew behind the scene. Let's go in behind the scene. I'm sure you saw what we did the Premier League game between Man City and Liverpool last weekend. More to come on that front. But here, it's Boluwati Tonishola telling you goodbye for now.
Premium Box Office TV. Everyone loves premium. Premium Box Office TV is exclusive on StarTimes.